Hello and welcome to the buying guide for the 1/10 scale Capra. New from Axial for 2019 and beyond, this is their unlimited trail buggy kit. Now that kit is a key distinction we want to make up front because that means you're going to have to assemble this straight out of the box. As you can see, the box is a lot smaller than this thing is. So that being said, we wouldn't necessarily recommend this for a beginner per se. Not that the vehicle's hard to drive or overly difficult to build, but you're going to need to provide your own electronics. So speed control, ESC, motor, battery, receiver. You also have to put your own 1.9-inch tires on, whichever ones you prefer. So we want to put that out there. It's not overly difficult to build, but we just want to make sure you're aware of that ahead of time. Now, the cool thing about the Capra is it's a ground-up design. So we were able to take some new ideas we had and then a lot of things you guys have been asking for and incorporate it into this kit. So the first one is kind of the glaring one is portals. So portal axles essentially take the pumpkin, which is kind of where the ring and pinion live in the middle of the axle, and raises it up. Just gives you more ground clearance and makes crawling that much easier, which is what this is for. Now, another thing that was really kind of key with this is getting the steering really dialed in and giving you a ton of throw. So right off the bat, granted, there's no steering servo attached to this right now, but you get 45 degrees of turning radius straight out of the box, which is pretty incredible. This, combined with universal axles, which have a little bit more range of motion than, say, like a constant velocity axle, helps as well. Finally, there's also a dig feature on this, which some of the full-scale guys will probably recognize. It's pretty new to RC. Essentially, you kind of lock down the rear end and send power just to the front. That way you can kind of like almost pivot the truck around if you need to real tight. I don't want to waste too much time trying to tell you what that is, simply because of the fact that you do need an additional servo that's specific to make that work. It's not included in the kit, so be sure if you're interested in doing that, that you research it and kind of learn what you're going to need for that. Let's talk about some more of the vehicle itself. Stainless steel links all around, stainless steel pivot balls, aluminum shocks. Again, beadlock 1.9-inch injection molded raceline wheels. There's a lot of key things that aren't necessarily new to the RC industry, but they're fairly new to like a kit like this. So it's very cool to see coming straight from Axial right in the box. Finally, to top this off, you're going to see a nice detailed interior, which I could see a lot of guys spending time paintbrushing all the instrument clusters, the driver seats, or whatever. You don't have to, but it's an option. You also get a nice LED light bar. And these two lights up front are actually light buckets, so you could, in theory, run lights up to those as well, but that's just not included in the kit as is. So for more information on the 1/10 scale Axial Capra, make sure you click the link in the description. That'll lead you direct to the product page. And you can learn all about what you're going to need to furnish this with as far as power, what kind of steering torque you might want to look for, what kind of tires you might want to run, things in that nature. But we'll let you go. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.